guest, Miss Lasagna. So if you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to let you know when we upload another video.
Yes. Well, today's show we got Lasagna. She's going to be all the way from Atlanta. So,
A-Town.
she's going to tell us what she's doing to make money either on the side or as a full-time gig or job.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, which I'm liking. I've been watching her YouTube videos and things like that, but at the bottom of the screen, you will see her all her information where you can get in touch with her if you need to after she explains what she does. So let's go. All right, Lasagna, introduce yourself and tell us about yourself.
All right, I'm Lasagna. I'm from Atlanta again. I'm 51. I have 3 boys, age 31, 19, and 11.
31. You better go, girl.
No.
Right.
And, of course, I've lived in New York. I lived in Arizona. My background is accounting and finance and corporate world for over 30 years. So I also have a degree in graphics and interior design, all that good stuff. So after COVID, or before COVID, my corporate job, they basically everyone off here in Atlanta. They relocated. The main company was in Kansas. And so going through COVID with the kids and trying to build my brand, The Goddess Key, I went through all of that stuff and took another job working from home. And within 3 months, I was like, I can't do it. Right. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I took a leap and quit my job. And I have been doing gig work since that time of February.
And so explain to us what's gig work.
Okay, so gig work is considered to be anything where you are basically like they call a side hustle. So that considers rideshare services, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, Walmart, Spark, Amazon, medical courier, last mile deliveries, anything that's geared around that.
Right.
I keep getting a video error where it wants me to reconnect.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
Okay. So initially I started with the medical courier services. And it was going okay initially. But as I got into it with gas prices and just the amount of work that I was doing compared to what you made wasn't enough for me, because I found myself doing that and doing a whole bunch of other stuff where I wanted to be mainly courier service.
So is that like hospital to hospital or something, or?
Right. So it's like you picking up blood samples, you're picking up anything that has to do geared around medical. So X-rays. It could be medical supplies, it could be specimens. Sometimes I've X-rays. You kind of name it. And then it was some other things like architect drawings, floor plan. It was some other things that I also had to do as well, like going to construction sites to deliver plans and things like that.
Okay.
So do they have the work for you already, or do you choose to do that work on an app or something? Or
No. So when you go in for medical courier, the ones that I signed up with, one, you have to have a specific type of insurance, or they want your insurance to be at a certain percentage, or how you have
yeah,
certain liabilities and things like that.
liabilities. Yeah.
Right. And once you go through the process, they put you on their dispatch, and you have a number, and they give you an app that you download working with the particular company.
Oh, okay.
So whatever ticket comes in, that's what you receive. So it's not like you get a chance to pick and choose. They'll say, sometimes they will ask, like if it's for a long trip,
Yeah.
that's going a long way, they will ask, do you want to do those long drives?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, but the ones that's kind of in the city, they just stack it on and they kind of route you the way they want to go. That's going to be more efficient for you to pick up and to take to the hospital, take back to the hospital. So a lot of times you're picking up different blood samples and other kind of samples and taking them to the main hospital.
Okay.
So is that good money? And who's that for? Like for retirees?
It could be good money if you know how to work it. For me, because the gas prices was going up, I was limited to my car at the time, my sedan, and I was only getting 50% of the ticket or whatever trip or whatever delivery I did. And you don't know what they're charging the client. So you really don't know if you're truly getting 50%.
That's true. So which one did you prefer? Do you prefer around town, or do you prefer to go out of town? Like as of now?
At that time, I preferred to go out of town because those was the ones that was paying more.
Right. Okay.
So there was a issue with one of the main one that I was using, which I won't really go into, but I felt like one of the dispatch operators kind of was doing a little shady stuff with me and with my pay. So you only have one time with me,
of course,
and that's it.
Right.
So, and from there, I started doing. I had already been doing Walmart and Amazon, but I really increased on that end, doing more of Walmart delivery, Amazon, and trying to do some Instacart here or there.
So does that take a lot out of your day? Oh, go ahead.
So how do you go about like signing up for these? Is there like a certain website that you can go to and let them know that you are interested? So
you can either get invited with a link, like I can invite people with a link, and of course, if you go through that route, then you get a bonus, I get a bonus, things like that.
Of course.
Or you can just go through their app, through their process, and sign up through that way. Amazon, you have to go through their app and you have to go through their training. Walmart, you can be invited or go through their app. Instacart is simple. Pretty much everyone knows about Instacart.
Yeah.
And there's other companies that do last mile services for deliveries.
What's that?
So there's the company that I was working for when I quit my job was Capstone. They also have a division if you want to start your own courier service. They have a program that you can go through to do that.
That's nice.
So I do have a video on my YouTube channel going over that where people can go and look at that. There's a Jump place that also do last mile. There's also catering deliveries, which I was doing catering deliveries as well. But with those, they're only once a day. So it's like the corporate office orders lunch for the day for the employees. So you basically just getting maybe, on average, it's going to be one, but you might get two if it's going to the same location.
Got it.
So is this your main type of work?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. Is this your main type of work, or do you have a full-time actual job, or you living like this?
This is my main full-time income job. Now I started doing Uber. I started doing rideshare. And so Uber is at least 80% of what I do now.
Oh, I would think Amazon would be more lucrative.
Right.
So Amazon is strictly by the book. Okay. What their price is their price, and it's not going to divert or anything like that. So if it says $15 to $30 for this particular block, which most likely for like an hour, or I mainly do Whole Foods deliveries for Amazon. And you constantly have to be out on the app looking to see what block is available, because it's not like where they send it to you if you're on. So let's say if I'm on with Walmart Spark, when I'm on, I pick a time how long I want to be on. Okay. And when a ticket comes up, they'll send it to you and you can accept it or not. Right. With Amazon, they just put it out there and whoever gets it, gets it. So if something posts for Whole Foods at 2:00 and I don't get on the 2:15 or check at 2:15, someone could have taken it by then.
Right.
So that's the thing with Amazon. And Amazon Pay can be a little low for the amount of work that they require. I did one package delivery, and that was my first and last time.
Wow. Wow. I thought the complete opposite. I thought she was going to say like Amazon was 80%. Wow. That is interesting.
Yeah, but look at it though. She doesn't even have a job where people telling her you need to be in here, and you can't be late, or you're going to get fired or you're going to get points. So people out there, if y'all tired of getting told, what to do, things like that, and you want to, do something on your own, it might even help you out because you'll be home sometimes or a lot, maybe with the kids and things like that. You might need to be around the kids, stuff like that, at certain times of the day. And so things don't look too bad if you're like me, if you go this route. Seem like to me, I can take if I was broke and I had like $50 and I wanted to start this up today, just like that, I actually can get started up and start making money. Huh?
If you have a car that is at least from, I think they said 2012, I would say if you have a nice car for anywhere from 2015 and up, I would go with Uber or Lyft. Now Uber and Lyft, it has its downsides to it as well. But I think a lot of times people don't understand that you really, really have to work. It's not like you're gonna go in from your 9 to 5 and do your little requirements and then you get up and leave. And if you go and you sit in the bathroom for 5 hours out of the day, or you chilling around, you're gonna get paid. That's not reality when if you want to do this kind of work full time. And sometimes you may have to work every single day. Right. Well, or you may be working 12 hours a day if you have a quota of saying, I want to make $300 to every day or $300 5 days a week. And it may take you 10 hours. It may take you 12 hours. It may take you 15 hours.
So it's possible to make that kind of money, huh?
It's possible to make that kind of money, but you have to work for it. It's not just going to be where, you if you go to work, you're going to get paid.
Right.
Whether you work or not.
Do y'all hear that? Y'all better go and get this money and quit playing. Get up off that couch, people.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So does this work? Can you use this anywhere? Like if you decided to go out of town, make extra cash, could you use that wherever you go?
Mm.
You can do Uber Eats wherever you go, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Possibly DoorDash. I'm not sure,
Mm.
but I know Uber Eats.
Walmart?
I think so.
I mean, hell, they everywhere, right?
Right. And you just have to go into the app and select change your location.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're driving for Uber or Lyft, that's a little bit different because each state has their own kind of requirements when you're driving with a car with passengers.
Now, when I was looking at your YouTube videos, seeing to me, you're doing pretty well. I see you in a Tesla. Yeah.
Yes.
So what's going on with that?
So, I set out. Currently, I'm making okay. When I first started, I was really, I was like, I can't. I was in the mind. I will not fail because I took money from savings and paid up my bills for 2 months.
Okay.
Mm.
So that way I wouldn't be stressed about bills. I knew they were paid.
Of course.
So, and I was working every day.
Mm.
So, in the beginning, I was making anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a week.
Woo, boy! Shut up. What?
Yeah. So
Goodness.
now that school has started, I'm just now like maybe anywhere from $900 to $1,000 because I can't be out as long because I have my children. And over the summertime, the oldest one was here, he was watching, and I could kind of take my time and come home.
Right.
But now that school is started, I have to, kind of cut my day.
Yeah.
So
That's bad that's bad for me because thinking about it before I retired, I was bringing home $350 a week. $350 a week at 12 hours a day, 4 days a week.
wow.
I mean, and here you are.
Hey, it could be done. You have to have the mindset that she did.
Yeah, you have to have the mindset. Yeah, you have, and that's one of my videos. I think a lot of people, they see the end product and say, "Oh, you can make all this money," but if you don't have a positive mindset and the work ethics to do it, it's not going to be successful.
Right.
And then the top thing is a positive mindset.
Right. I like that. So Charity, you I know you work from home too.
I do.
But anyway, say have you ever heard of anything like this? People making, because the only people I know that's making $1,000 to $1,500 a week is like my bosses or something. You know what I'm saying?
I have heard of it, especially with this little recession or whatever that we're going through. People have to do what they have to do to make it work, because what she's doing is perfect, because a lot of people are working from home. They are at home and they need somebody to bring them stuff. And, some people choose not to go out, especially when you have the option to like leave it at the door. You don't even have to. So I think that's perfect. That was a great idea. And, people are going to always need something, they are like delivering things. People are going to always need something. That's just like with logistics, with the 18 wheelers on the road. Even though we was going through COVID, those 18 wheelers were still on the road. So people always need stuff to be delivered.
Yes. And then I also have a mobile notary business, which I started back in 2017.
Mm.
So
Look at you.
yeah, so
Yeah, you have to have that mindset.
that's a part of also what I do when I'm, I haven't been like super focused on it as I was initially, and that is also an independent contractor type work where you can get with some of the title companies. And so when they need you to go and do certain kind of notary actions and things like that. Now, the downside here in Atlanta or in the state of Georgia, in the state of South Carolina, is what is called attorney states only, which means attorneys are the only ones that can do any kind of mortgage closings or anything get around mortgage other than maybe a simple modification, like when people had the break for the mortgage during COVID. Yeah. And then the fees was kind of readjusted. I could go out and do those kind of notaries, but anything that's dealing with closings here in Georgia and South Carolina is only by attorneys.
Wow.
So if you're in another state, notaries is a good field to be in.
Yeah.
Because you can basically do one client and charge $300.
And that's pretty good because the most places that do notaries are like banks and stuff, and you may need something after hours. That's the first place you can go to get notary is a bank. That's the first thing people think.
Right. And a lot of times my clientele is on the weekends when the banks and UPSs are closed.
Yes.
Or you have someone that is housebound or in the hospital and things like that, where they need a notary to come out.
So what would you have to do to be a notary? Like, is there like a class that you do?
Well, it depends on the state. So here in Georgia, they do have a class. Initially, when I started, the class was voluntary. So you could take the class and you would pay the $10 to take the test, and then you would get a certificate, but you didn't have to. Wow. And but now it's a requirement because a lot of people now are doing mobile notary. And you go through the county clerk courthouse and go through all the paperwork in the background, and then they issue you your certificate to go and get a stamp at wherever, like Office Depot or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another gem. I like that.
And that's pretty much it. Now, if you want to do mortgage closings, you will have to go to school or go to some type of course, and just to know the outs and ends of how a mortgage closing go, because if you make a mistake, then that can affect that person closing on their home.
Right.
Oh.
And you have to have insurance. In some states, you have to be bonded. So you just have to look at your state and what's required.
Right.
Wow.
So since leaving corporate America, how has, like, if you compare the two, like, how has that worked for you? Like, how has that changed as far as like your lifestyle and everything?
Well, I mean, my lifestyle is pretty much the same. I love the flexibility that I don't have to get up at 5 in the morning to be somewhere at 7.
Right.
And I can be here at home with my son when he gets home, and I can, if some other family needs something, I can try to readjust and do what I need to do.
Okay.
Now, you do have, you always constantly trying to make sure that you're meeting your goals, because there's no safety net. You don't have PTO. You don't have vacation time.
Right.
You don't have health insurance. Those kind of things you have to do on your own. And especially the health insurance could be more expensive because it's individual. More expensive, right.
So you have to stack your dough. basically.
Yeah, you have to know how to save. You have to know how to be the procurement department. So like when I made this decision, I went in and I said, okay, I don't need Hulu. I don't need this. I don't need Netflix. TV on.
Amazon Prime.
Not need my Amazon. I need my Amazon Prime.
I said I was gonna get rid of Amazon Prime, but I couldn't do it.
So, you know, and how you're gonna do, you know, with your food. Can you get away not going to get your nails done? You know, maybe I'm gonna go and get my nails done once a month, get a haircut, you know, all those kind of things you have to look at to make sure you set yourself up to be successful. Now, I won't say that I won't never go back to corporate America. If something good comes across my desk where I feel like it will be something beneficial, I might.
Yeah.
So, but it's, you really have to work. It's not going to be just like, oh, you know, I'm going to get up and, you know, no.
Yeah. Like
on your time.
You have to have that right mindset for that.
Right.
Well,
because
at least you on your own time.
Like, you know, it's getting ready because I'm trying to see how I'm going to readjust because it's going to start to get dark soon. I don't drive at night. And, you know, just trying to make sure that you save. Like, it's a lot of things that go into, you know, if you want to do courier work because you're going onto other people's property.
Right.
You know, you know, you just don't know. Or if you're doing ride share, you're picking up people and, you know.
That would be the thing for me because I give everybody the side eye, especially after this Jeffrey Dahmer movie. Everybody's kind of like.
So, so far so good. I haven't had like any crazy people or issues. I had someone get sick in my car. Yeah.
So is the gas? Wait a minute. Well, actually, that should have put more money in your pocket since you just use electric now, right?
Well, yes and no. Because of course I have a much more expensive car. So you have, you know, it's a give or take. So basically what I was somewhat spending the gas is really in the car payments and I charge here at home. So it's like a give or take.
So did you change your vehicle to like a cargo vehicle?
No, I have a Tesla.
Okay. So you still use that too.
Yeah, and I use that for ride share.
Okay.
And Uber gives more money for those who are in an electric vehicle.
Do they consider that like luxury?
It's considered comfort. They have comfort, electric,
reliable,
and the regular Uber X.
I like that.
See, that's me. I'm getting the cheapest way. The Uber X.
So with all the gigs that you're doing, this would make a good hustle for like a husband and wife team. Do you think? Like, I mean, you know,
if a husband and wife team, I will go with Amazon, like the last mile, or try to get your cargo van and seek out some contracts that would be more beneficial for you. So if you really want to leave this and go and do your own thing, then I would say try to get your own contracts.
Okay.
Like start building your LLC. For me going through this process, especially with my product brand, The Goddess Key, I would say if you going to pick a name and this is going to be your company's name, I would say start with the trademark first.
Oh, really?
Start with the trademark first because you don't want to build your company just for someone to come and take your name.
To come and get it. Wow. So
That is
what
terrible.
is the goddess?
That is terrible.
What did you call it again?
The Goddess Key.
So tell us what that is. What's that about?
Okay, so the Goddess Key is centered around a healthy body, mind, and spirit. So I make body care products, and along with that, providing good content for a positive mindset when you're doing your business or just in general in life.
Okay.
So, and also trying to incorporate some more healthy things, which I'm gonna start doing because I got to get myself back in shape.
Me too. I'm going to be looking out for that. So initially I started making body care products when I was in New York, living in New York, and I stopped once I was pregnant with my last child. And I started back up in 2018. So are these all natural organic products?
All natural body, yes, lotions, soaps, oils, stuff like that.
That's like Mended. Is that what they call it, Charity?
Mended Naturally. Yes.
Yeah.
She's
I see that out.
All natural.
That right there is out a lot, I see. Then you got hers. So everybody's doing that. Well, not everybody, but that sounds like something I'm interested in. Because we do have another guest that's going to be coming on. That's why I mentioned Mended. She's doing the same thing you're doing with the natural products and things like that.
People are tending to lean more towards natural products now.
Yeah. So, what's all your hits? What's all your channels and all of that?
Let everybody know how they can reach you, like your social media platforms and everything.
Okay, so you can visit my website, thegoddesskey.com. My Facebook and Instagram is The Goddess Key 333. I have some slightly light content on TikTok. I really haven't been pushing that very much. And you can find my YouTube channel, The Goddess Key.
All right. Okay.
Well, that will be at the bottom of the screen.
It sounds like some pretty good stuff.
Yeah. So the doing this, the RideShare and all of the gig work is really to support my, of course, my income while I continue to build the brand. Some of my products are now Amazon as well, so you can order that through Amazon and you receive the prime delivery.
Okay.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. Grown black woman right there, y'all. She's doing it all on her own. 3 kids, 3, right?
Well, one grown man. He's semi-grown. He ain't quite there yet. He just graduated from high school. And then I have a young 11-year-old.
Okay.
But you're doing it on your own, though. That's the thing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why I really wanted you on here so you can show these young women out here, how to get it, how to go get it,
Yeah. And a lot of the young generation, they don't. To me, you have to work.
Yes.
You have to work because if you're asking for someone to give you something, they're gonna want something in return. Nothing is free.
Of course.
That's right.
So you have to be mindful of this quiet quitting and I just don't want to work, or you just think you're gonna, blow up on TikTok or YouTube, which you might, but at the end of the day, you have to find your purpose,
right,
and really work to do what you are called to do, and everything requires some type of work and sacrifice.
Right.
So it's not over yet, ladies and men out there also. So it's not over yet, y'all. Y'all still can get it. Y'all still can do it. Be strong. And remember her. Go to her channels. Go check out her YouTube channel. Man, she got some good stuff on YouTube.
Go check out our services, y'all. This was really interesting. And we thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me on, and it's been a pleasure and a joy to speak with you all.
Okay. Thank you. Ma'am. Maybe we can touch bases with you again every now and then to see how everything is going with your project.
Yes, that would be fantastic. It would be fantastic.
Yeah, because we show is nosy. We got to see what's going on. I'm just saying. Right
All
there.
right, guys. Thank you for joining. And as usual, make it a great day. Bye.